2011 Ford Escape has one of our highest ROIs. Here are the numbers.
So our 2011 Ford Escape had a really good year. We bought it around the same time as our 2011 Ford Focus. If you've seen the video on that, you know that we bought it in April. So this one, same thing, it came onboarded onto Turo in April. For the whole year, we made $8,767 on Turo, 297 of that in the first month. The second month, it was a little slow to start. For some reason, we had like a cancellation with a guest. So we had to like swap them into another vehicle, mainly because they said that the vehicle wasn't starting, but it has like the normal like Ford key turn ignition issue where you have to like push it in and turn it at the same time in order to start it. So unfortunately, we lost out on like that trip. And so like our second month kind of suffered for that. It didn't do as good as the Focus did in its second month, but more than made up for that in the summer. So, starting in June, $1,200, July, almost $1,200, August beat that, $1,332, September around $1,200 again, with some more like reimbursement, October around $1,100, November around $1,100, and then in December it dropped off a little bit. We actually had to get 4 tires for it. 2 of the tires were, pretty warm, but then the back 2 tires, because it's front wheel drive, the back 2 tires had both of them for some reason both got nails in them, so we ended up having to replace all new tires anyway because they were in the sidewall. We couldn't really do a plug or anything, so brought in about $699 in December with some of our reimbursements. But right after that, it actually went out on a private trip, and a private trip brought in $760 on that private trip. So we really started focusing in again on private towards the end of like October, November for some of our vehicles, but this is one of them that it's mainly been on Turo for the most part, but private-wise, it did really well. So between Turo and private, we grossed $9,527. And then for this one, we actually didn't have that much maintenance outside of those tires. So when I bought it, we bought it back in April for $7,200. This particular dealer that we bought it from did have like a $500 processing fee, but we negotiated it into the purchase price. So we basically bought it for $6,700 plus their $500 processing fee, which was $7,200, just flat fee or flat price. And then again, I have my rental license, so I don't pay any sales tax whenever I purchase vehicles. So I just go straight to the DMV, get it titled and registered in our company name, and paid $62.15 for title registration. Over the course of this year, we did $240.04 for oil changes. The tires total for getting them installed, TPMS, balance aligned and all that, $536.11. So brings our total operating expenses to $838.30, which is pretty good considering the tires was the bulk of that. Insurance, again, I have it through ARC, so $90 a month per vehicle, so $810 for insurance, which means that from our $9,527 gross profit, we made net $7,878.70. So this one, again, did really, really well. That's about 109% return on investment. And yeah, I mean, again, this is another vehicle that we tried to look for another 2011 Ford Escape, and we bought 2 of them. Unfortunately, both of them did not work out. One of them, pretty much we bought it, and like the next week, the transmission completely went out on it. They didn't do any maintenance or whatnot, it looks like. So we ended up having to like wholesale that one. And then the other one, we got it, and then we started getting it prepped and ready. And in between that, it didn't show up before, but the engine gave out on that one. So it just didn't work out for either of those. So we ended up, selling them back. And so again, we weren't able to get another 2011 Ford Escape before the 12-year kind of buffer that Turo has for the vehicles, and the 2012 Ford Escapes aren't as reliable as the 2011s, even though like 2011 like has some issues, but it's usually due to like neglected maintenance or something like that. The 2012 ones was a brand new model for it, and it has a whole bunch of issues. And so 2012 Focuses and then also Escapes, like we're not really looking at those. And so yeah, missed out on that. But again, if you can find someone that has a 2011 Escape and has it listed on the platform already and it's already grandfathered in, if you can get that, then buy it off of them. If they're tired of Turo and they're trying to sell it, that's going to be something that's probably going to work out for you as long as they've kept up with the maintenance and everything. But yeah, again, this vehicle, super good, super reliable. Looking to add some more vehicles like this into our fleet as we grow in 2024. And if you have any questions or comments or are curious about anything, or like how we purchase vehicles, how we look for vehicles, what we're looking for in specific vehicles, anything like that, like comment down below. And if you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.